tell your loved ones where you have kept, whether it's online or offline, where you have kept the insurance policy, because that will be the easiest part for them to then access the claim amount which is rightfully due to them.
So let me tell you a very quick story about my grandfather who used to invest in the stock market. So he was making investment for the last 30 odd years, and then unfortunately one day he passed on. After 10 years we got an entire thick bundle of stocks, because back in the day stocks used to trade in paper format and you had to physically collect it. Now the reason why I'm telling you this story is fairly simple, that many a times we make financial decisions like buying insurance, buying real estate, buying stocks, and do not store it properly. And it wreaks havoc for your loved ones because they just scramble to get what is fairly due to them. So on this episode of Finance Made Simple by Canara HSBC Life Insurance, we have with us Mr. Rishi Mathur, and with him we are going to have a conversation on how to store your financial documents sensibly, especially life insurance documents. So Mr. Rishi, welcome to the episode. So first important question, that why do you think that storing your financial documents, especially insurance, is extremely important?
So, actually, the importance of storing and keeping your documents, whether they are in physical form or whether they are in soft copy form, is even more critical for life insurance policies, and that's because this is one promise that you are making for your loved ones, and you need to be sure that when the time comes, your nominees, who are actually the beneficiaries of the sum assured in the policy, are the ones who are actually able to get it without any much of a hassle. And for that, they need to be able to access your policy, whether it is in an online form or it is a soft copy form or whether it's in a hard copy form. So I think the importance is of making sure that the promises that you have made through the purchase of the policy are actually fulfilled at the time when the claim is being made, right? So you need to make sure that your life insurance policy is stored in a safe and secure place, whether you are doing it online or whether you're doing it in a physical way.
So just curious, that what is the industry rate like in terms of unclaimed amount? Because people might be buying insurance and unfortunately they pass on and their family does not know how to claim it. So what that rate generally is as per industry standards?
So Akshat, you're right. This is a real challenge, for the industry, that a lot of unclaimed policies, which means that there are policies for which the policy holder has passed away, but the nominees, who are actually the due people who are going to receive those amounts, they are not aware that they have those policies, or they're not able to kind of claim those. And the insurance companies have tried a lot of effort. The people's addresses have changed, their contact details have changed, they're not able to retrieve the documents, and therefore there is a whole amount of money which is left unclaimed. And it's unfortunate, but I think there's a lot of effort which is going on, both from insurance companies and the regulator, to make sure that these amounts reach to their right place. So I think as consumers, it is very important that we first store these documents correctly, which means that if you're storing it physically, it needs to be in a safe and secure location. But most importantly, to your loved ones and to your nominees of the policy, they should know where these documents are. And that is very important. That's one thing which you must do to ensure that the promises that you have made are communicated to your loved ones. On the other hand, if you are keeping a soft copy, and these days there are a lot of opportunities, you can keep your documents on a pen drive, you could keep them on a vault. And by the way, the government these days has things like DigiLocker app, where you can actually store a lot of financial documents. So you could store your insurance policy as well. So on all of these, you can kind of store your documents, but then please ensure that the passwords or the ways to access these documents is known to your loved ones, so that when the time comes, they are able to access them and they are able to actually make the claims for what is rightfully theirs.
So I understand that a lot of people who are financially literate, technology, they are able to understand, they will be much more comfortable. But if I speak about people who are not that familiar with computers, are there any specific advice that you would like to give to them? Is there any option available to them?
Yeah, so if you are not that literate on the computers, or you're not able to kind of locate it in a soft copy, then I think the best way would be to make sure that the physical copy of your insurance policy is put in a safe and secure place, and that place where you have kept the copy is well known to your nominees, and you must make sure that your nominees know that which is the life insurance company from which you have bought the policy and what is the claim process. In most insurance companies, including ours, do give a very simple, straightforward, contact process by which you can, contact the company and then the claim can get processed. So as long as that initial contact process or that procedure is well known, then I think you are in a safe place.
So I think this is a extremely critical episode, and this is absolute fresh information for me as well. So I'll quickly summarize it. There will be areas where I might go off, so I would request your help there. So first and foremost, if you have purchased an insurance, share a soft copy with your loved ones. It's very important. If you are not that tech savvy, then please make sure that you have physical copies, create multiple physical copies, store it properly. If you are in a situation where you know that your loved ones had purchased insurance, but for some reason you're not able to get access to them, then good companies are going to reach out to you. This is the third option, but do try to ensure that you never get into this type of a situation. Any other final points
and
that you'd like to
make
share?
sure that you tell your loved ones where you have kept, whether it's online or offline, where you have kept the insurance policy, because that will be the easiest part for them to then, access the claim amount which is rightfully due to them.
Thank you so much. So I think this is extremely useful information. I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and we will see you the next time.
Canara HSBC Life Insurance. Promises का partner.